Chalti Rahe Zindagi. It's a beautiful title for a beautiful film where the narrative is so nuanced, heart-touching, heartfelt. In fact, the director has her heart at the right place for this one. Further strengthened by equally strong performances. And joining me now, Rohit, and of course Sidhhanth. Thank you so much. You lead from the front in this one. Quite an unusual character of yours, that of a breadwala. And what a breadwala he is. He's a bread seller, but with a heart of gold. He's got that sensitivity and sensibility in spite of the strata he belongs to. What do you have to say about that?
I
First
mean,
of all, welcome to the Free Press Journal.
thank
Thank
you,
you for
thank you
joining
for
us.
having us. Thank you for having both of
Thank
us.
you.
I mean, it's a very different character that came to me when Aarti told me about this part. She had already shot two stories. Like the first bit, she had already shot with cuts from the other story. So I'm like, do you really want me to play a breadwala? After my last three, four films where I've played gangsters and like very dark characters and grey shades, and this character is for me, I think, the most white, innocent character that I've played in my life. And it was quite difficult for me, but I was in a mindset that time that I was not very okay because of COVID and lockdowns. Also, after getting COVID, to be a part of a film about COVID and to be playing this character was very difficult. But then she as a director, and of course my co-star Trimala and my son and Dharam and everyone on set, Shakir ji, they all spoke about it quite a lot. We sat for some readings, and then of course the no makeup and the costumes and the working in the on real locations around the slums and all that. It automatically comes out, and I do actually have an innocent side to me which comes out over there, which I am like that as a person in real life too. The heart that he has, Krishna Bhagat. So yeah, it was quite easy later on.
We'll come to the backdrop of it and the nuances, and of course, your part in it too. Rohit, what was it like for you? I mean, given the backdrop, it's a mega event, and I was having this conversation with the director as well as Manjari. Why this film continues to be relevant when we are out of the phase? And their response was quite interesting. They said, "Okay, world has seen World War I and World War II as well, but we continue to make film on that. This is a mega event, big event that the world witnessed. We collectively suffered. How do you see this?"
I think it's not about the time, it's also about what happens in the movie. For my character, for instance, how probably he was only behind getting so many likes and just becoming bigger. But when he saw the emotions of Krishna, and he's completely changed, and what happens eventually. So it's about the human race as well. People change when they come across such certain situations in life. So it doesn't have to be relevant as per COVID times only, but I think even in today's time, people can relate themselves a lot with movies like such, which teaches you. It's about humanity. I don't think so. It has only to do something with COVID.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Backdrop here is quite incidental, or do you think the backdrop also drives all the characters here? As you said that there are certain traits that are inherent to you. There is an emotional as well as sensitive and innocent side to you, Siddhant. So borrowing that aspect and merging it with the backdrop, what the process was like.
I think every character in this film, how they all come together, was very interesting for me. The whole backdrop of the film, if you tell someone, okay, this I made a film on COVID, so it sounds uh, dangerous also a bit, right? Because COVID was everyone went through, like you mentioned, everyone suffered. But if you try and get out the good things out of it, then it's a different story, because like how Rohit just mentioned, humanity. I think humans have really lost their minds in today's DNA. They have forgotten the depth of a human heart. There's a lot of egos going around after COVID. जो पहले grey था वो अभी black and white हो गया है. So there is many things people really need to realize that for the world to go on, they need to really change their ways and their thought and their heart.
Hmm. Wow, wow. You nicely put it. The new way, that is a new normal. Adjusting to that personally and therefore adjusting to that element of it as a performer. Was there a difference?
To be very honest, it wasn't because the way even in Mumbai when I came as a model actor, I always wanted more likes on my Instagram. I always wanted to become better, and that's how we are. We come to a certain point in life in general that we realize that this is not everything in life. There is a side of life which is also living, which is also appreciating people, which is also not only seeking validation, but actually having good human connections. Which probably after few years in Mumbai being, I've realized that I just don't want to believe that कि मुझे acting से मुझे validation से इतने ही followers मिलेंगे तो ही मैं खुश रहूंगा.
That constant validation.
Constant validation. I'm happy when I spent great time with my friends and family and just celebrated my father's 60th birthday, and we had so much of fun. So even as a character of Akash, he realizes at one point of time that he doesn't just want high TRP in his show.
Correct.
There's another side to it where he connects with great emotions with Krishna.
Yeah. And of course, Krishna's character, people would say, okay, Sidhhanth comes from this privileged family. Shakti Kapoor is his father, Shraddha Kapoor is his sister. How does he relate to the hardship of the perhaps the lowest denominator of society? As an actor, of course, the work goes there. But have you felt those hardship as well, Siddhant, in your real life? Perhaps an incident or two, or an experience or two, that makes you realize the life the way it is, perhaps for them?
Yeah, I would actually talk about Krishna Bhagat. I would talk about people who are in Krishna Bhagat's boat, probably the lower class, the lower class, which is the maximum number in India. The most important thing I think for today's DNA is कि एक समझ होती है जो उनके पास नहीं है, जो एक education है, एक तरीका है, एक awareness campaigns है, एक बहुत सारी चीज़ें, because I think वो उसने जो फिल्म में the decision he took to go back to his Gao just to get 50,000 rupees after giving his land, as in return to get the loan. I don't think an educated, smart person with a little bit of more support around him would have the need to do that. So if the ways in a few places in India do improve with the lower caste, which I think right now is happening slowly, they're getting opportunities, they're getting more education, they're getting more awareness. I think India would be a better place for the lower class people, because I really feel bad. My heart goes out to them in every way, and they are the happiest people. They are happiest in their lives, but still they do not have that extra knowledge and education and awareness and of what's going on in today's DNA in the world. It's आधे लोगों को तो पता ही नहीं कि बम्बई शहर क्या है. It's like that. So it's very important for us to touch that topic and to help them as much as we can.
The range that you were talking about, your previous four films, as opposed to this one, and seeing you in that mold, of course, the credit goes to the director, must be a relief, right? Your father also has given us a range in terms of his performances. Many people just say, oh, ow, and all that. These are the motives. But beyond that, he has gone as a performer. Any traits that you have imbibed from him that makes you a better actor?
His dedication and hard work. I mean, no one in today's day, I don't think, has done 1,000 films, and he's touched 1,000 films around. Yeah, हमने 15-20 किए और हमें ऐसा लगता है कि आधा करियर खत्म हो गया हम लोग का दिमाग में लोगों का बहुत सारे. So I mean, the hard work, the triple shifts, the no sleeping, the talent, the prep that he used to do. I used to, हमारे घर पे सिर्फ स्क्रिप्ट्स होती थी एक टाइम पे, and we were like, what's going on, and this guy used to just be on his scripts, improvising, कहाँ पर क्या चेंज है, क्या ग्राफ है, क्या है. So वो सब श्रद्धा और मेरे में, I guess, आ गया है थोड़ा सा.
And you applied that in this character as well? What
In
part
every
of it?
character I apply
In
it.
every character
Yeah,
you
yeah.
play.
In everything I do in life I apply it.
So
Hard work and honesty. Yeah.
you discuss with him how it should be tweaked, what should be borrowed, what should be developed?
We used to discuss a lot, not anymore.
Not anymore?
No.
At all?
No.
And what is his reaction?
We're pretty bored to talk about cinema, to be honest.
Really?
We've done it all our lives.
At all?
Sometimes we do it once in a while.
Did he react to this one?
Yeah, he loved it. He loved the film. They all loved it. I mean, they all were very shocked to see me play that part. But I mean, a lot of them were, you're too good looking to play this part and all that. I'm like, देखो तो same when they saw it. I'm like, यार, ना makeup डाला है, ना बाल बनाए तूने, ना कुछ किया है. I had to look.
Absolutely, the part. part. Coming to your character, you're talking about the profession that you are here in this one. How do you then identify with the profession? How do you read the profession? You're constantly after the TRP in this one.
Yeah.
So what is your reading of the profession?
The profession, yes. He just wanted TRP in as a character that Akash was playing. There was nothing else that he was thinking about, and not so seen circumstances that happens with Krishna lives completely changes him as a person. Not just him, I think entire family. It had a great impact on the mother as well, the sister, and everyone. So it changes the entire perspective. So I feel just not for Akash, it might just happen to anyone in life. They probably are not happy with somebody and they constantly mock that person, and the person is not anymore. And then you suddenly realize that, I should have been not behaving like this with this man. And my mother was right, probably he was a nice man. Yeah. So I think that changes him as a human being in the movie, and that's why he stopped working for TRP. He just wanted to have very genuine news and spreading the genuine, awareness.
Information
Correct.
and awareness.
I think you learn from every character in Chalti Rahe Zindagi. You have something to learn.
Yeah.
Every character, everyone. There's not one character you cannot love and learn anything from, and everyone is lovable in their own ways.
My last question, therefore, given the cast and the beauty of it and the range of it, acting is all about reacting. But unless you hear the person out and not be in the sur, so to speak, you won't be able to react. So, in this particular film, who was that person you imbibed the most energy from, and you went like, "Wow, it was fantastic."
I took it all from the situations that we all were facing in life. Doing a film without stars, without a big production house, during COVID, with such a beautiful cast, with such a beautiful script, a director, Ajay, and also Ajay ji, who came on board later on. I mean, he saved us. We didn't have a producer, and Aarti and everyone, they were putting money from their own pockets and doing it. It was, and luckily, it made us not sit in the house. It made us get out and get some work. And have that confidence कि जिंदगी में चलती रहे जिंदगी. Simple. It all just made sense. So took energy from everyone around. Yeah.
The script gave me the energy, just like Sidhhanth said. Definitely, the situation was there, and for me, a lot has come from Aarti. She was so passionate when she told me about the story, the script. And I met Aarti before for her movie Khamaka. She met me to do that movie actually, but I was going for Mr. World at that point of time, so that didn't happen. And the passion she explained me the story with, even when we were shooting, she constantly told me about Akash, what happened before, what happened after, that ease in her, that gave me the motivation, that gave me that entire feeling about who Akash is. So I think for me, I'll give a lot of credit to Aarti.
Chalti Rahe Zindagi, such a beautiful film. In case you have not watched it already, do watch it. These are the powerful performers who sat right alongside me to talk about the film. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
for
having
joining
me
us
for
on
the
the
second
Thank
time.
you
Some
so
good
much.
questions there.
Thank you.
Thank you.